Hi, it's me again, Ariel from Ariel's Art Ventures. So today I will be teaching you how to use the Gradient Maps tool in Procreate. The Gradient Maps tool is a great way to explore colors that blend or harmonize together with other colors. A lot of you don't really know how to use this, so tune in and let's learn together. So first up, we will try to draw something that we will use later for the gradients map tool. Right now I'm drawing a person and I'm planning to draw him just laying on the couch in the living room, probably watching TV. So I'm just drawing a couch, probably a lamp later that I will try to color in. What's good about gradient maps is that you don't really need to put color on it. So what I'm trying right now is I'm coloring it with monochromatic colors, just black, white, gray. So in using gradient maps tool, we will be basing it on the values of probably the grayscale. So you won't see any color first. So right now I'm not using any extravagant brushes in Procreate. I'm using an HB pencil to outline my drawing and then 6B pencil to fill in the lines. So I'm coloring it with gray right now. As you can see, I'm using like black for the outlines and then the darkest gray for the shadows, the gray, and then probably the lightest gray on the highlights. So the gradient maps, we'll be basing it on the values of this grayscale and not on some color gradients like we used to do in Adobe Illustrator. So it's totally different in the gradient map tool in Procreate. So right now I'm actually coloring the couch, just scribbling a lot and probably some patterns. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So just to simplify it, just gonna do like minimal patterns like strokes probably, since we're using a 6B pencil. And yeah, the background, I'm also coloring the background because in gradient maps the background, I mean, the things that you draw will actually affect the colors that will pop out on the gradient map. So I'm not gonna try to put a blank background like the first layer, the background layer on Procreate. So I'm trying to color the background of the sofa right now with scribbles and strokes of dark and medium and light gray, so that under gradient maps tool it will also have an effect. Right now I'm pretty happy with the result of the drawing that I made. So let's try to do gradient maps. So on the upper left corner, you can see 4 icons. So you will choose the magic wand icon, and then on the drop down, you can see the gradient maps. So you have to click on that, and then you can see a variety, a gradient library that you can choose from depending on what colors you like. In this drawing, I used the Venice gradient, so it looks like purple, warm purple, going to warm pink, and then going to like the lightest pink and going to white. That's the gradient map I used for this illustration because it looks good, it looks dreamy on it. So here's what happens when you use the tool. So now we can use the gradient map. I chose Venice. So we have that color scheme there, purple, light purple, pink, and then like yellow peach, light peach. So what happens is your darkest values when you color the illustration in monochrome will be the one on the first square, the darkest purple, and then the lighter gray will be the lighter purple, and then the lighter gray will be the pink, and then the lightest gray will be the light peach. So that's how it works. And here's another tip. If you want your illustration to have like more than 4 gradients, you can actually tap on that gradient map so that you can add another color or another value based on the previous monochrome illustration that you made, so that it would range from dark purple to like purple, and then light purple, and then pinkish purple, and then light pink, to like pinkish peach to light peach. So that's how it works. You can really adjust the way your gradient, just as long as you start first with a monochrome illustration and then use the gradient maps to like color your illustration. So here is the final output that I did. So I worked my way up from monochromes and then using the gradient maps tool to color it, and from that black and white themed illustration to this dreamy kind of lonely but dreamy and colorful kind of vibe with this illustration. So it's so easy to use the gradient maps tool once you figure it out, and I hope you learn a lot for today's tutorial. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this mini tutorial on gradient maps, and I hope you follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please like and subscribe.